Guernsey's Garry Dodd took one of the Channel Islands' most prestigious table tennis titles over the weekend. The Signian won the top 12 competition, which involves Jersey and Guernsey's best players. I went to check out the tournament. Table tennis in the Channel Islands is gaining more and more exposure as the region's top players make more noise in the sport on the mainland. And the standard amongst the best players in Guernsey and Jersey is very high too. This weekend, the best of the best met in Guernsey for the Channel Islands' top 12 competition. Competitors from Guernsey and Jersey fought their way through some tough matches to be selected for the tournament. The competition has been going for 10 years and is one of the most sought-after titles in the sport in the Channel Islands. Eugene Ellis won the very first, and he says it's a competition he still thrives on.
When you're back home in Jersey, you've got to play 10 games or 12 games to get down to your 6. And then when you get down to your 6, then they've got to fly over, or we fly over to them, and then you've got to play the other country's top 6. So it's quite a lot of table tennis in one day. I'm very pleased to be, representing Jersey at 51 years of age, the oldest person in the tournament. So, while I can still do it, I'm so happy anyway.
Garry Dodd was one of the hot favourites for the title. Dodd has consistently been Guernsey's best man in recent years and has proved on the national stage why he's the island's #1 at some prestigious tournaments. Just last week, he was a game up against England's #1 before losing, but that's a big feat in itself. But the Channel Islands' top 12 is still near the top of the list for what he wants to win.
It's probably one of the biggest events to win. I'd probably say it's the hardest to win because obviously you've got the qualification rounds in each respective island first, and then you've got to play the top 6 from each island. So altogether you get 15 games and your points get totted up between the 15, so it's quite a big tournament.
And it turned out to be a good day for Garry. He won the competition by seeing off Jersey's #1 Craig Gascoigne to take the title. The two Channel Islanders went toe-to-toe in their match, but it was Dodd who came out on top. There's lots to play for in table tennis for the Channel Islands Best in 2011. Strong teams will be sent to the Island Games in the Isle of Wight, and players like rising star Alice Loveridge are expected to bring medals home. Meanwhile, Guernsey table tennis star Alice Loveridge had a good week at the English Open. The 16-year-old won the NatWest Rising Star at the Sportingbet Sports Awards last week. She wasn't at the event as she was competing at the Open. Alice managed to make it through qualifying with an impressive win over Sweden's Daniela Moskovitz. The Swede is currently ranked more than 150 places higher than Alice. Unfortunately, Alice was knocked out in the last 64 to Singapore's Yu Ming Yu.